One of these days the transition will work right. Chattering teeth bomb. What do you consider yourself now, the Joker? Good evening, Ryan. Good evening, Frankius Bagmanus. Biggest Bagus himself. There's a reference for you. For those who may not know me, the name is Bones, Ricky T. Bones. I am the Bagman. I am the knight. Where's the trigger? I am in need of a detox after yesterday. Used by killer clowns, and they always myrtle me in this game, so... I don't know which game you're talking about this time. Anyway, so I woke up at 3 p.m. today. And then I realized, oh, right, I have a stream today. So I cobbled together a quick SE overlay for this specific background for YouTube. It's only going to be used once, and then it's gone. But I've loved being bad good in Mario Kart 7. Oh, poor soul. Poor soul. Well, welcome on in. Anybody who is new here via the VODs, or maybe tuning in stealthily, the name is Bones, Ricky T. Bones. I create music, I make people laugh, and I stream all sorts of games here on YouTube for one more day, tonight. And then next week is the goodbye karaoke, quote unquote. Man, I wish there was a better way to describe it. Like, it sounds like I am leaving for good, but I'm not. I'm like moving to another town, at the very least. Anyway. Let's see. I want to reorganize this a little bit, so I'm not looking off to the side too much. Black screen karaoke. Dear God in heaven, that would be terrifying. Yeah, anyway. One thing I want to do. Timer options. Display the timer. Precise. Default. Yeah. So, as stated before, this is going to be... Okay. Long story short, for anybody who was looking forward to Killer Instinct Remix, it didn't work. I tried to make it work, and no matter what I tried, it didn't work. Technically, it works, but it doesn't sound good in the slightest. It sounds crunchy. And crunchy is not how I want all my hard work displayed. But if you want to go listen to the Killer Instinct remixes, they are on the channel. They have their own playlist. And I want to... this is not a flex. This is a please don't do this to yourself. I did that without any music theory knowledge. So I transcribed it by ear, like all the beats. I listened intently, and I stopped at Glacius after 1, 2, 3 remixes because, oh my God, Mick Gordon is ridiculous when it comes to his creativity. If y'all follow me on Twitter, you saw I retweeted a little behind-the-scenes peek at the main theme of Doom. Impressive that you did that to yourself. I know. I don't know how I did, but I have never done it since. I think I could do it. I've got a good ear, but meh. Okay, so this is kind of a hidden Zatsu flying tiger sort of deal. So we're gonna start, and we are not stopping. Except for breaks, obviously, because we want to stay healthy. Until we reach the 3-hour mark. Ah, oh, damn it. Which obscure movie reference did I make? Anyway. Okay. I guess we can begin, right? Oh, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. See, I know the movie, I know the name, I haven't watched it. Yeah, I feel like a poser now, thanks, Bagman. I guess we're having a watch-along, aren't we? It does look good. It does look good. It's legendary status, and I'm ashamed as somebody who loves Hong Kong fighting movies. Okay, let's begin. Y'all will be able to see the timer. It'll be in the bottom left of the screen. New game. And I checked. We're not losing anything. I didn't make it far. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hong Kong action movies, so that fits right up on my alley. Okay, there's a timer. This doesn't stop until 3 hours, so it's a midnight run, baby. It's a midnight run, and please tell me if the stream dies. I made it to Bargenberg, yeah. Okay. Thank God I remembered how to do that. Okay, now how the hell does one talk while they can concentrate this much? I remember a couple tricks. And then there's a couple of missteps we'll make along the way. Kinda wish I had some BGM to put on, but I feel like that detracts from... Please, OBS for... Alright. I'm going to rely on chat to tell me when it is my stream dies. And I'm not going to worry about the fact that it goes into the red every now and again. Bargenberg in 10 minutes. Well, it's not like you can hurt me. I'm gonna be on break. So whatever challenges you'll have for me, I won't be able to honor them anytime soon. Okay, there we go. And hard jump that way. Hard jump that way for safety. Light jump. Hard jump. There we go. Alright, red section. Bargenberg in 10 minutes. That means I have to get past the library. And there's a great drop there. Wonderful. I just give the challenges. That's true. Wagers are different. Ah. Well, let's see. What do I got on the topic deck today? Failure. Nothing but failure, as per usual. Wait, that's Frankie's line. Sorry, Frankie, I looked at your script for once. Can you believe it? 2.5 years, and this is where we end YouTube gaming. Do y'all remember when it was called YouTube gaming? Like, it wasn't YouTube live streaming, it wasn't anything specific. It was just YouTube gaming. And it had its own little section on YouTube. I thought it was silly. Because, like, we already had channels. We already had Let's Players. Why the hell do we need one specific section for YouTube streaming? Okay. Hard send. Still worked. Feel like you do? It's been a hot minute since anybody's ever called it YT Gaming. I think full send still works, yes. Okay. Just a little extra. There we go. I remember the shortcuts. I remember where I need to concentrate, so... Ooh, that was close. Okay. That worked. That worked. Now remind me, what's next? Okay, so... Then full send. Full send. We're good. Bargenberg in under 10 minutes. That's gonna be difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm making good progress. Okay. Chew on your own words, Bone Man, even if you don't got a lower jaw. Okay. Jump King in 30 minutes in one section. That was a long time ago. Legit, like, the last time I played Jump King was as Cupo Joe before I made the big switch to VTubing. Oh, okay. So probably just safer to go there, yeah. Statistics and probability. Thy name is Jump King, as honed by Balatro, which I've been playing off stream, by the way. It's nice. It's relaxing in a weird way. It's also infuriating, much like this game. But I've been doing it on a separate account, thankfully. They let you have 3 profiles, and I've been using one exclusively. And I understand now that there's a certain deck that just breaks the game. It lets you earn money like crazy. I should have shut up and concentrated. Alright. Let's get back to this pipe, and then we can resume our little chat. Oh, things are going downhill quickly. There we go. What kind of snacks y'all bring? Bring enough for everybody? Because we're going to be here for count it, 3 hours. We're above all the US players. Alright, we're fine. We're not fine. Snacks are for ghosts. Ah, alright. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's like the one guy who orders pepperoni and spinach just to make sure that nobody else wants his pizza. Crayons? Okay, understandable, understandable. The Feast of Kings. As I take a sip of my evening coffee. What's wrong with pepperoni and spinach? Nothing, apparently. I thought I was the only one who liked it. Well, okay then, Bagman. You and I have something else in common. Was going to get hot Cheetos. That sounds good. That was really popular when I was growing up, actually. I don't know why. I don't know why everybody wanted hot Cheetos, but it was really popular, especially with the Mexican kids like myself. Like, specifically, hot Cheetos and limon. That was the combination that was the hottest thing on the playground. A fellow of extraordinary taste. Well, thank you, Bagman. I didn't know I shared some innards with you there. Okay. Alright, there we go. We're back to the pipe. Nope. Safer to undershoot it. I've said this many a time. That one I need to use the cheese strats for. There we go. Well, that 10-minute timer's coming up, and I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to worry about having a good time, because, whoo, darling, this week has been stressful. Doritos with Valentina and lemon. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Somebody likes the spicy stuff. I think. Or sour, probably. Valentina. I don't even know what that is. Back up to the pipe. Full send it for safety. Full send it for safety. Just a little bit on the top. Oh, thank God. That was a pixel off. Valentina is good, but it's never hot enough for me. Ah, it's a hot sauce. Gotcha. Ooh, okay. Valentina is a hot sauce. Damn. Alright. See, like I've said, I've used to be able to handle hot sauce a lot. You adjusted. That was your mistake, Ricky. You didn't trust in the heart of the cards. Safety. A little extra on top. There we go. Oh, if you want a hot sauce that'll just kill you, I highly suggest a hot sauce made by a VTuber. What say you? Grimmy VT has her own line of hot sauces, and it's not like rebranded like Gamer Subs, rebranded powder or anything. It's actually her own brand of hot sauce. Look it up. GRIMMIVT. I've never tried it. I don't dare try it. And she has warned everybody in her chat, please do not drink the bottle of hot sauce. It will kill you. That's probably the running joke. But there will never be a Grimmy flavored hot sauce. Get your head out of the gutter. There's just pain and suffering. That's all I know. I don't know what the flavors are called, though. I haven't looked into it. Alright, no Bargainberg by 10. Oh well. I guess that just means I'll have to start Mega Man X3 sometime soon. Okay. As we discovered with A Date with Death, Frankie. Pain and suffering are my pronouns. I can take it. Man, speaking of pain and suffering, let me tell you, bud. Knowing that the UFL is playing at a theater near you sucks. Because I don't have the money, and the Spring League is only going until June. Let me be clear. I mean, what I mean by that is... I never said that, but I'm not going to let you back out of it now. It's fine, it's fine. Like, as soon as we make the switch to Twitch, series are finally coming back. I'll get to start episodic stuff because... I'm a fool, Bakamitai. I will have a solid streaming platform. Have I tried robbing a bank? Actually, yes, but it was a diamond store, a jewelry store to be exact, and you were there to witness how well that went down. Barely. We played, I do want to mention, in the cards, next week is going to be a more collab featuring me, Phantom, and Frankie robbing virtual banks in Payday 2. We did some... What is it? We did... What is this, Koopa Trooper? Why is he so ahead? It's the turtle supremacy, my friend. I acknowledge it in my own skeletal way. Born to be last. Play hard to be first. That sounded very poetic, and I don't know why. Full send it, Ricky. Full send it. Learn from the boss. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. So, United Football League. We discussed it lightly during the MFL. Seems like an exciting collab. Oh, you have no idea, Mimsy. These two couldn't steal a purse if they handed it to them. They did alright. They did alright. And I don't mean that as a dig, like, as an actual insult. I mean that in, like, the most endearing sense. It was so much fun playing with them that I haven't had in a long time playing Payday 2. I actually got to feel like everybody wasn't trying to do their own thing. If it's handed to you, I don't think it counts as stealing. Yeah. It was amazing. I can't wait to play it live with them. But essentially, it was... We played it on the easiest difficulty first, just so they could get a hang of it, and Phantom could actually go past level 0. Apparently Phantom has owned it for a while, and oh man, okay, can't overshoot it there. And she never touched the damn game, which is impressive, because, well, then again, she hasn't played Left 4 Dead 2, did she? Anyway, so that was Phantom's first time. We played it off stream. Frankie has played it before, but not much. And then there's me, who owns 20 pieces of DLC, has 88 levels in the game, and has reset at least once. Yeah, I may or may not have been obsessed with that game for a period of time. Yeah. I was a very, very much an active part of the Payday 2 community when it was very much in high gear. But, you know, times changed, leadership changed, and now there's the trash fire known as Payday 3, which is sad. So that's why we're playing Payday 2. It can run well on everybody's systems. Excuse me. It's a good time to be had by all. I was considering inviting a fourth, but I don't know who would be interested in dealing with me in the morgue. I thought about torturing Senecal with it, but I know better. I know better than to put Senecal through that hell. I don't know. Maybe he would be down for a collab later, but first, we need to get these two out of their sea legs. Okay. From downtown, okay, a little bit of concentration here. 2, 3. Big leap. Big leap. To the edge. Cake. I've tried to get Cake into Payday 2, and he's just not at all interested. We used to play Left 4 Dead 2 all the time with some buddies from another server, longtime buddies. But Payday 2, Cake just isn't interested. Let me see. I know how to get up here, but I don't. Oh, okay, that's it. Okay, it's a full send. Cake? No. See, okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing about Cake. As much as Cake enjoys hanging out with me every now and again, howdy FNAF fan, Cake is very busy. Like, the dude runs his own show, he's got his own crew, and genuinely, Cake doesn't really like to play games all that much. So you would be surprised to know that Cake is never my first thought. It's always either Phantom or Frankie nowadays. Cake and I used to be, like, guaranteed gaming buddies whenever I would force him to. But now Cake's got a lot on his plate. So the only time I get to convince him is whenever he needs me for something, or we do like the Phasmo collab. We've always enjoyed playing that game together. It's just a matter of having the time. That was one of the rare occasions. I've tried to get him to play A Way Out with me for so long. Legit. We played one time, maybe 3 years ago, and haven't picked it up since. Ah, there goes. There it goes. Okay. That's just how busy Cake is. Hello. Oh, okay. That was a nice little shortcut back, but I wasted it. Yeah. Cake has never been a gamer, quote unquote. You know, he's very frugal about his time. Which is why you only see him live streaming when he's got an animation contest to deliver. He's got to have some stake in it. He's very, very stingy with his time. But on the occasions I do get to play with him, it's always a good brotherly time. Honestly, like, whenever him and I end up together in something, or like around town, everybody confuses us for twins. I don't know why, but everybody thinks we're twins, even though we're built different, we look different. It's like, people say it's the eyebrows, and I just don't see it. I don't see it whatsoever. It's weird. Maybe it's just because we've spent a lot of time together. Maybe that's the real only common denominator. But he and I have... Same height? Nope. Off by 1 inch. He's taller than me. Which, once again, is why I'm called Bone Mario. Maybe it's because you know each other very well and you can tell every difference while other people can't. See, that's what I'm guessing. That's what I'm guessing, because we don't dress similarly, we don't look similarly. Hell, I have facial hair and he doesn't. And it's just, it's weird. I don't see it. Not even my mother. But then again, she gave birth to us, so that makes sense. Hell, we don't even sound alike. He's got like the highest pitch for a guy I know. Me, I've got kind of a moderate pitch. Then again, by your descriptions, I don't think I can see it either, yeah. What do you call the thing you drew in front of your eyes in eye socket, Bagman? Here from Phantom. Oh, Phantom finished. Phantom was streaming. Oh, sweet God in heaven, there she is. Raid from Glitch Phantom. Howdy, y'all. I hope you're in for a bit of a chill time. We're not doing anything exciting. I just have the worst seizure. Hello, Ricky. Hi, Bun Bun. Prison me for Dark Maimers doing. We're just chilling and chatting. This is Jump King, by the way. A Deadbeat classic for those who know. And for those who don't, it is a simple rage game. Jailed Frankie and Dank because they were they rioted against the cult. To be expected. Violence is in Frankie's nature, and Dank seems like the type that would be a rebel. Yikes. How much of a rage? Not much. For me, this game doesn't really give me that much rage, but it is a wonderful waste of time. And it's full of gorgeous pixel art. I'm undercover for the Starly cult. Is that what you call your hex? Anyway. So we were just, let's see, what were we talking about? What were we talking about before y'all came in, burst through the door, and said happy birthday? Oh, that's right. We were talking about how me and Cake are confused for twins. Does that ever happen to you and your sister, Phantom? Because you sounded similar. But I don't know. Like me and Cake, we're not built the same. We aren't the same height. Yet somehow people confuse us for twins all the time. Yeah, they did sound similar on the stream. Who wanted his birthday? Please! I feel old enough already. We look pretty different. I look like my dad, and my sister looks like my mom. Interesting. See, I don't think I look like either. I think I look like a mix of my parents. Maybe more my mom than my dad, because my mom has compared me to my grandfather. There we go. She got my dad's heights. Gotcha. My mom literally said copy paste with me. I haven't showed them, no. No, we're gonna wait until we come back. I've decided we're gonna hold on to it until we go to Twitch. Kind of a ceremonious thing. It's not because I want to hold out on it. It's because I want it to be, like, part of the fresh coat of paint, yeah? Seems like it'd be a good idea. But we started with the SNES Saturdays because this is technically SNES Friday. It's pixel art, so it fits. Awesome. But I'm holding on to it. It'll be prepped for April 2nd, when we finally arrive on Twitch. Saturday. That sounds like something completely different, Tony. That sounds like a keg of beer and a good time. Which I wish I had, to be honest. Anyway, welcome all in. Welcome all in. I don't know how many of you are here and how many of you are staying, but if you're looking for something to put on in the background, or you want to watch, or we want to talk to a skeleton on the internet, please feel free to say anything you like. Oh, almost anything you like. This ain't exactly a Q&A. This is more a bored conversation as I get through a game. But he's so down. Yeah, same. I haven't had a beer in for friggin' ever, actually. I think the last time I had a beer... Let's see it. Last time I had a beer, I think, was Super Bowl Sunday. That was back in... That was back in February, wasn't it? That was a Shiner Bock with a side of potato chips, dip, and fried chicken, actually. Home-cooked fried chicken. Is this game really, really long? Technically, no. Technically, no. It's all about how many times you fall. Hey, when the fuck are you all coming to Tennessee so I can treat you to some dinner? Tony, if I had the money, man. I've been up to Dallas, and that cost me an arm and a leg round trip. Oh God in heaven. I don't know how I can manage a flight all the way over to Tennessee, but hell, that would be a nice change of pace. Finally get to walk in the land of the giants and rhinestone suits. Montana, damn. I know Tennessee ain't all Nashville. Don't come at me, Tony. Okay. I screwed it up. I think this from here. Thank God. Okay. One day, Phantom, one day. Ah, son of a... Imagine we all went to dress and form out and go like, Tony, I have... We had a freeze? OBS. For frick's sake. Geometry attacks makes of Jump King are oddly easier than this. I'm just watching a skill issue. Kinda, yeah. Still freezing periodically. I see. Okay. Let's see. Let's wait it out for a second. Yeah, refresh, maybe? I do see some issues on my end. There's been a fantastical windstorm going on recently. But it could just be YouTube just eating it as per usual. Alright. Let's take a minute. It's not my YouTube, it's my game. Ugh. Are we back? Are we stable? Are we alive? If not, I may have to change some settings. Refreshing seems to have helped. Okay, because this is a major issue. If this is persistent, like consistent, I should say, I don't know what to do, because we're supposed to be on YouTube right now. Like, this is the last stream I get to have on YouTube as a gaming stream. We're supposed to be here for 3 hours, damn it. Looks like it's stabilized on my end. Let's hope it stays that way. YouTube has been really unfaithful recently. It's so ridiculous. Like, I've had smoothest quality on Twitch Every time I've gone over there. And every time I've gone back to YouTube, it's always betrayed me. Speaking of betrayal, is this game like getting over it? Essentially, yes. But without, you know, the crazy mouse strats. You only get 3 controls. Directions, left and right. An A button you press to tell the game how far you want to jump. And that's it. Pretty sure this is worse. Abso-freaking-lutely. And just like getting over it, if you fall, you've more than likely lost too much. Of your sanity, of your soul, and of your pride. Just opening this game is a surrender. But we're not stopping until the 3-hour mark. Hopefully. If things go sour with the internet, we might cut it short. We might have to swap over to Twitch if we really want to stay up that late. I don't even use my pride. Well then, Frankie, have I got a game for you. It's Jump King. A soul-sucking experience that only the Grim Reaper could have loved. You guys have pride? Remarkably, yes. It has not served me well thus far. I assure you. Jump King Race? Are you sure about that? Because this game will make you tear your hair out. I think I would rather do an impromptu pizza tower race with you, Phantom, if I was given the opportunity. I know I'll lose, but I want to see like at least first floor, if not second floor, of of Pizza Tower. Don't you dare tempt me into drawing you as a Super Saiyan skeleton. I dare you, Tony. Make my motherfucking night. Ow. Do it, you don't have the bones for it. Technically, that's true. I don't have any muscles for it, for that matter. Super Saiyans are all muscle and no bone, as far as I know. So you'd have to get really creative with rib structure and all that. Whew, okay. That voice. I aim to please, event every now and again. You are never going to get me... On second thought, I'm going to shut my mouth. Oh, that was game lag. Hold on. Interesting. That's the first time I've ever seen Jump King lag. That's really sad. Oh, speaking of sad. That's 3 screens in a row. I got lag too, don't worry. Yeah, if you gotta make the skeleton 144p, to do so at your own discretion. I don't think Phantom would be able to handle this game. I mean, okay, no, I think Phantom would be able to handle anything, if I'm being honest. This game, I don't know. I don't know if Phantom wants to kill her sanity with this. I've already seen how bad she gets when it comes to Pizza Tower. She doesn't need more addictive experiences that taunt her at every move. Ugh. Probably get really angry. Yeah. She blocked... For bone's sake, brother, she conquered Blood Sauce with a P rank. But this, I think, she would pick up. Yeah. This is mind-numbing. This is, in a weird way, relaxing if you don't focus on it too much. If you let it get to you, though, then it becomes an issue. Ow. So, let's continue just chattering about, shall we? Before we got onto the topic of being twinsies without being twinsies, I was discussing about how... What was it? That's right. So this is Sports Nerd Podcast now. I've discussed this during MFL, but I actually have the concentration to talk about it here. The United Football League is a brand new spring league. Typically, the NFL takes place across the winter times, fall to spring, and the UFL will take spring to winter. And with it, do you want to know something crazy? With it comes 3, count 'em, 3 Texas teams. And one of them happens to be my hometown, for where I'm from, of San Antonio, Texas. The San Antonio Brahma Bulls, baby. Well, the San Antonio Brahmas. We can't do Brahma Bull because that is head of XFL Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's title. Yeah, 3 whole friggin' franchises here in Tejas. Oof. And it's come from a merger, by the way. There used to be 2 spring leagues, the USFL and the XFL. They joined together to form an 8-team league, known as the UFL now. And guess who just ordered his first Brahmas t-shirt? That's right, this guy, because I'm too dirt poor to afford seating at the first frickin' games at the Alamo Dome. I could make it. I could be there. I could get the hotel and everything. But I just don't have the money for a $60 frickin' ticket, man. Womp womp womp. Basically, yeah. So I decided to get a $40 t-shirt and call it a season. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. First 2 games are going to be stuck on ESPN, sadly, but everything else in between, and the conference championships, and the championship match, is going to be televised on local networks. Well, not local networks, but like public television. Frankie, we can only sell the kidneys for so long until somebody realizes they're just very well molded Play-Doh. You gotta be frugal with them kidneys. Someone else's kidneys. No. No, Phantom. Don't commit medical malpractice for my sake. It's just a damn football game. I received a ping on Discord. Let me have a look at it. I don't know if I should be afraid or excited. Oh yeah, and on Twitter, yeah, I should probably mute Discord, I apologize. On Twitter, they actually asked, what should the rivalry in Texas be? Oh, it's from Tony. Between the 3 teams, and I threw out there... Oh god, is this... Oh my god, that is a Saiyan skeleton right there. Oh, that looks sick. I forgot Tony's art style was heavily influenced by Dragon Ball Z for a second there. Alright, let me go ahead and go on Do Not Disturb. So nobody has Discord PTSD and checks their own. Thank you for the art, Tony. That's a lovely little surprise in my DMs there. Everybody thinks it's their Discord. That's the Discord PTSD. Everybody, just like the Slack sound. And good luck to you on the animation. I hope you've been getting the return on investment on those, Dank. I know that it's not easy to be an animator, even at the level you're doing it. Oh! Howdy, Grass Man. It's been a hot minute. Last time I saw you, I was playing Helltaker, I think. And now we're here suffering through Jump King. Howdy, howdy. Welcome on in. This is minute 40 of a 3-hour attempt to make it all the way to the top. I don't know if I will, but I will try my damnedest. Like I joined at a bad time. No. Oh, shit, maybe. Hello, are we still alive? Yeah, we're freezing again. Awesome. Okay, some of us are here. Looks like it might just be a regional thing. There do be storms brewing across the United States. So maybe, just maybe, it's just slowing down. Hi, brother, you are talking skeleton. Okay, well, are we broadcasting live from youtube.com/RickyTBones or whatever the hell is in the title? Yes, it may be regional and may be just YouTube scuffing up, but it's an issue nonetheless. I'm trying to stream here, YouTube, and you're just ruining my day. Okay, I think it's a full send this way. Yep. Middle courts. No good. To be fair, at least he ain't a dead skeleton. I mean, by US census, I am technically dead. I don't breathe. I don't require nutrients, water, or anything else as I sip my coffee that you can't see. Okay. Back of the courts. He leaps, and he dies. Again. Well, you are magic and need magic food. Something like that. Mkro Tengu. And bird, but human. Ah. See, funny thing is, I also rolled... So there was a random personality test. That was just like, click here to get your results. And it was a Magic 8-Ball test. I also got Crow Bird Tengu. And I was considered, what was it? I forget what dairy I was given. But it was an 8-ball test, so it doesn't really matter. According to the US, I barely exist. We've had this discussion, yeah. One day, Frankie. One day, everybody. Bone dairy. Alright. Must be methodical, must be analytical, must be lyrical, spiritual, individual. Ugh. Don't focus on that, you fool. And he was gently cuckoo, possibly using for a Cocoa Puff. Bakadari does exist, actually. Triad, yeah. It was so stupid. It was... Okay, so the statistics tracked for that. Yeah, Bakadare is ditzy. Frankie got God, yes, for some reason. I don't know how, but we are blessed by his presence every day, apparently. And I got Tengu. But Tony's result was like, immediately I was like, okay, now I know this is bullshit, because it said Tony was a dryad and 5% breedable. That was one of the other statistics. Yeah. Maybe don't look up dryads on your work computer. I don't think that statistic represents them all that well. If I am being perfectly honest. Okay, there we go. Back in the wizard's tower. I should really conserve my voice. Guys, I was, alright. A little preview of next week's karaoke. It's fine. It's a mythical creature. It's a tree siren. They're very pretty individuals and, as some would say, physically gifted. I think some would say physically cursed. Where'd you even get that stuff from? I want to try it now. I think... So it was on Twitter. It was on Twitter. I don't remember where the link is. I know it was a long time ago. That trend was a long time ago. Maybe Tony could find it in our DMs. But it's... You basically put in your name, and then it gives you a random result. Grass in my name, can I count? Dig for it right quick. Alright. You got Bun's information on Discord. You could DM it to her. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the general consensus. Grass in my name, do I count? Sure. If you consider Henry Crabgrass a dryad. Oh, thank God. Okay, let's see what's up next. Whew. Alright, finally to Bargainburg. It only took us 40-something minutes. That's actually a lot shorter than I expected. I love Balatro. What are you talking about? I actually played it on Twitch recently. Balatro is... It's nice. I wouldn't call it spectacular, but it's very unique in the fact that it's mostly statistics and probability. Okay. It's really just how to create... It's really just testing how well you can guess. Oh, not in this chat, everybody. It's in the Phantomverse. It's in the Phantomverse. Yeah, there you go. Only mods can post links in chat. YouTube hates links otherwise. Almost cursed in German there. Yeah. I don't know. Do you want to be modded, Tony? I know you said last time you're trying to switch accounts. Holy shit, I did that in one go. I'm Link from Zelda. Does YouTube hate me? I mean, I can. Alright. There you go. You now have a blue spanner. It's fine. This is one of the last YouTube streams I get to have. So. There you go. Now you're stuck with the morgue as the moderating team. Okay. There we go. Alright. Dual streaming is also a thing? Okay, yeah, that's true, but... Let me tell you how dual streaming works, everybody. Dual streaming is where you send your information to one server that is then split between YouTube and Twitch. So take whatever quality you have on screen right now and then split it in half. That's essentially what you get. No more Bowman on YouTube, yeah. I'll be moving over to Twitch starting April 2nd. Skeleton, a ghost, a skeleton, an osteomancer, and a bag, yes. Yeah, dual stream either. I don't know if that's exactly how it works. I'm a mermaid. I told y'all. It's a magic 8-ball. The results are random. It's not based on your name whatsoever. It's just a random result no matter what you put in. Oh yeah, Dank is a skeleton, that's right. Ugh. If it's an animation, Dank, I won't be able to look at it until after stream. Sorry. And look, I fall a great distance as karma. Wonderful. Just did mine. Interesting. What'd y'all get? It's not an animation. It's okay. I will look at it when I have a second here. We'll take a break every hour we're in this because Mermaid as well. What the hell? Maybe things have changed since I last took that test. But yeah, I'm hopping over to Twitch because it takes less prep time to do a Twitch stream and too much prep time to be on YouTube. I have to do thumbnails. I have to do 500 characters worth of tags. There's a whole lot less that's integrated with YouTube. There's just a lot of reasons not to be here, and got mer people in chat, yeah. There's a whole lot of personal reasons and extraneous reasons why I'd prefer to be on Twitch. But hey, YouTube isn't getting left out either. I will still be posting the stream announcements in the community chat as per usual. Cockroach, and I'm 69% of that word. See, it's ridiculous. It's funny. It's ridiculous. The A-ball card in Balatra. I have seen that actually. It's a little weird. A little weird that, yeah, Tsundere leprechaun, and we all said it's accurate. Canon. Yeah, there you go. I don't think Tsundere, though. I remember one test you took, you got Bakadare. Oh god, what have I started? Okay, let's see if we can recover. Nope. Maybe this could be for April Fools. What do you mean? What's Dandere? You would have to look that up, actually. There is a Dere database online. I honestly don't know. Oh, a leprechaun for April Fools. No, Phantom has other plans, yeah. I've seen said other plans, and y'all are in for a treat. What was that sound that... April Fools is my birthday. I'm literally choked. Oh, God, that's... I apologize. I am... Himedere is princess. Okay. Himedere is the female version of it, but there is a male version of that dere too. You're basically a gentleman, a scholar, a well-mannered individual. I got that when I did another quiz on Twitter. See, I told you, it's an 8-ball. You get anything. You can get anything, no matter what. Phew, I barely missed that. Alright, we're coming up on the first break of our 3-hour stream here, or a 3-hour run. So, that will be a restroom, snacks, whatever. Shit. Okay, not bad. Ojidere, yeah. A male who wants to be treated like a prince by their love interest. Until you get something favorable. Alright. Keep track of how many times you do that. That'll be interesting. Alright. Yours is quite similar. Interesting. Okay. I'm in Bargainburg. This is unknown territory. I need to concentrate a little bit. Unicorn, 85%. That is cursed beyond recognition. I salute thee. You are... Alright. A little farther out. There we go. Alright. How do I want to do this? Yeah, it's a rebound. Okay, what's up next? Looks like a high jump. Yep, there we go. Oh, God. Okay, in the Calliope streams, this is known as the Kobe shot. Because it's a hole-in-one, a sinker. It's got to be swish, nothing else. In loving memory. Kobe! God in heaven. Oni, 8%, and Yandere. That is a spicy meatball there, friendo. Alright. Oh, okay. Cool. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Let's try full send. There we go. Half send. Good. Half send. What does it mean to be that? Basically means how physically attractive you are. How gene pool oriented you might be. Essentially means physically attractive. However, it has other connotations in internet culture, so don't worry about it. The link was listed way up there. Let me see if I can find it. Tony posted it. There it is. Oh no, Phantom posted it. We'll pin it for a little bit. That is the quiz everybody is taking. 5% is probably the only accurate thing about you. Okay. I'll pin that more relevant one. Thank you, Tony. Having that on quick draw. Alright. Oh, dear God. Oh, hell no. Whew, okay. Keep it in the leather, friend. Don't want anybody catching strays. There we go. Actually making a lot of decent progress. There we go. Full send. Half send. Half send. Kobe. No good. And a decent ways down. Ouch. Hey, speaking of brain rot, you know what I've recently been playing to pass the time? Ah, shit. Okay, this is fine. Ish. Oh, thank God. Yandere and a mermaid. That's just a siren, isn't it? Alright. Yeah, that is literally just a siren. Why can't I be a Crotangu? Actually, an option. That's the one I rolled. Alright, everybody. One more minute before we take a break. Get ready, get set. Where it's just going to be like 2 minutes. I'm going to go grab some coffee. Make sure I'm topped off on water. It should have been me! I did say brain rot, and more specifically, Yakuza brain rot. We're going to take a small break every hour. So there's going to be one more break after this. Let me get to a decent stopping point. Yeah, we can go before the Kobe. Alright. Yeah, I bought Yakuza Kiwami after I finished Yakuza 0 on my off days. It's alright. It's weird going from 0 to Kiwami, but it helped a lot because now I understand everything. Alright. I understand everything about how the game works, which is lovely. Alright. I'm unpinning the message. I will take a small break. I highly encourage all of you to treat yourselves well. Go to the restroom if you need to. Grab some water, grab some snacks. We're going to be here a long while. I expect my moderator team to do their job and not help the rioters by adding fuel to the fire. Come on, firebugs. Don't do this to me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright, where the hell is... There it is. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me da-da-da-da-da, or something like that. Alright, be right back. Behold, I have returned. There we go. Okay. Thank you, Ryan. And we resume in 3, 2, 1. Copy! God. Of course I overshoot it the first second I'm back. And of course I lose this one. Quick, put out the fires. Your firebug tendencies have been noted, don't worry. The VOD will survive and show all the heretics I must purge from my moderator team. Oh man, that reminds me. I miss Warhammer. I never played the miniature game. I did play Bolt Gun for a while though. That was a good time. But when I look back on those VODs, I realize it's hard to make a shooter interesting. Damn, that's a good fall. Yikes. Great, that means we have to make the rain jump again. Okay, from the back, from downtown, here we go. Oh, thank God. Deuce! Tres! Quatorce! There we go. Somehow we're back. Alright, we're back in action. Anyway, what were we talking about before we got lovingly derailed by the quiz? Right. Give it up for 1 hour in the game timer. Yep, 1 hour of 3. I think we go this way, yeah. So yeah, UFL in my backyard coming this spring, and I'm excited for it. Now, let's see. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about... I might have been talking about karaoke. Became a literal tree with the shit-on maker. It's alright. I've heard there's lovely tree VTubers around. The one time I don't invoke his name and we make it. Alright. Don't screw it up, Bones. Alright, great job. Great job. Head pats all around. Okay. I see something secretive over here. I think. Oh my. See, the problem is that if I go down this route, I don't know if I'm accidentally going into DLC. This is menacing. This might be... so there's Ghost Babe on our right at the beginning. And then there's New Babe Plus. I don't remember if New Babe Plus actually starts in the base game, so I think I should probably avoid this area. Just stick with Bargainburg. Dark foreboding music doesn't bode well. Okay. I see. Probably a better to rebound. There we go. Oof. Okay, half-sended then. There we go. Where do we go from here, though? Hold on, let me see. We probably want to move a little further than that. If we were playing as Peppino, we could probably just super jump to the top. Yeah, but that would be too easy. We don't do easy in this house. We enjoy pain, apparently. Oh, yes. Plenty. Plenty. Give me a triple-decker of that. Alright. There we go. There we go. It's alright. 4 minutes lost. It's fine. Pepino mod went... Actually, now that you mention it, it might happen eventually. Not like Pepino, but like... The Jump King recently got Steam Workshop integration. So that might be a possibility. If I could figure out how to do skins. Jeez. You gotta treat pain like you treat a woman. You gotta endure it. Dang. What the f... That is old folk talk. That's like, so how long you been married? Too long, I suppose. Oh my god. Ooh. That is ridiculous. And now a cow. Oof. In short, touch the cow. Oh my god. I'm predicting at least 95%. Dear God in heaven. And hole in one. Holy cow. Yeah, essentially that, Frankie. Really? Back in my day, we threw apples at the woman, and if they catch it, we get married. Sheesh. That sounds backwater as all nonsense. Them's the olden times, though, and I'm happy we ain't living in them now. Oh, God in heaven. I would be married to several men then. Oh, dear. You make a habit of playing catch with a bunch of apples? I only find my mate through honorable means. A fight to the death. Had a load of food, quote-unquote, fights in school. Ah, I see. Frankie, wouldn't that mean that you're always in search of an immortal being? The only thing capable... You know what? That just lends to the... Frankie is a eater of worlds lore now, doesn't it? Oh my god, barely. Okay. I can't see what's next. I'm gonna take the safe route just to see. Nope. Alright. Ah! There was a platform I didn't see. A tree. Damn. There's so many horrible jokes rolling through my mind that I'm doing my best to stay locked down in a strong box with an iron chain. Oh, dear God in heaven. How do you think I feel? Frankie, you have... Oh, no! No! Frankie, you have a free pass. You're a chatter, remember? That's it. That's the last stream's legacy. It's about becoming more breedable through the power of quizzes. Wonderful. That is exactly what I expected from being a VTuber. Ah, hell. Oh, that's a big loss. You know, I can do that voice without straining too much. The sort of shredder sound. Well, goodbye, Bargenberg. We won't see you for a bit. It's weird. My voice has so many different textures that are just on... Please, no. All I'd have to do is ask the Undertale community. They'll hook me up. They always find a way to make skeletons sexy somehow, and I don't appreciate it. See, like I said, y'all get a free pass because y'all are in chat. I hold myself to higher standards only by being visible on the air. There you go. There you go. That's where the stone drops. Phone gonna die? Alright. Do what you gotta, Ryan. If you want to just hit the hay and call it a night, be my guest. You're good. Frankie, I envy you. I envy you for that. Honestly. Because, like, you are free and like you don't really care because it's your kind of comedy. For me, I don't know, maybe it's just like how I was raised, but I am cringe, but I am free. Basically, yeah. I don't know why, but I have this ingrained sense of like professionalism. I don't know what the term would be. But I hold myself like to weird old broadcast standards when it comes to like unsay-so-ness. Like for me, I think it just maybe it feels too easy to be like contending for the most unsay-so being on Earth. Because obviously that crown goes to you, Tony, a hot second. Oof. Man, some dude asked me how I liked my eggs, and I knew where he was going with it. Oh, God. Why do I know the same thing? Don't think about it too hard, ladies and germs. There you go! Finally, Frankie has an equal. Frankie got God too. I know you know. You know, wait, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that acronym means, actually. If you know, you know. Oh, okay. Okay. If you know, you know. That's a great way of putting it, yeah. All right. I think I know why. Oh, God in it. How would you know? I am so say-so impure. Okay, there. I see some DMs I missed. Oh, jeez, dank. Yeah, that's not okay for my chat. Good Lord. You finally got the Tengu bun? Hell yeah. But how many tries did it take you, I wonder? How many times did it take you to try get your full self? Your true self? Yeah, no, Ryan, you don't need to see it. It's not good for the airwaves. 40. Yeesh. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because, like, I'm surrounded by it in this sphere, and so it feels like going that route is the easy way out. Not harping on anybody who likes to be, like, you know, casual bar talk and all that. but I don't know, it's just not my vibe. Aya Shamimaru is a Gudere, and they are very energetic and enjoyable and funny in the stream. It's my time to start my career. There you go. This is the only sphere where I can say fuck. What I was thinking was like I'm thinking about how I grew up on the internet. I spent a great deal of time, and I learned a lot of cursed stuff. And maybe I think about like how if I'm like that online, I will become the gateway for somebody, and that kind of concerns me. So I usually don't bring up the extra saucy topics every now and again. I'm trying to parse it in my head, Tony. I can only guess a couple of things, and none of them are good to say. Okay, here we go. And he lines up for the shot. Puts it in. Ooh, a little short. Gets on the green. Gets ready to try again. And here comes the putt. Ooh, he overshot it. Broke a little right. Ooh. And on the follow-up, he absolutely blew it. I feel like I'll be safe in stream, but my chat will be chaotic, because they know how I am in other streams. I don't know, maybe. Chat reflects the streamer, they say, but it's also about how you interact with people. Shake! It's also about how you interact with people. Do you now? Do you now, Tony? I understand it's there. I've yet to see it, to be honest. I know it's there. And that's why my motto is, don't be a Frankie. It's only active when I'm in customer service, and then online, when I'm online, it goes away. Yep, I understand that all too well. I had legit, when I worked in retail, when I worked in the shoe department, up front, I would always be courteous. I would always be, let me get you your size real quick. And then when I had time away, I would just be like, just in the storeroom, because nobody was around and nobody was working with me on the shift. So it would be like, okay, cool, yeah, we'll get the sneakers, and then you can just be on your merry way and out of my hair, because I don't want to work here. Care so much you mistake me for a witch. Yeesh. I'd be a little concerned about that then, because that can be shocking for most people. It's another reason why I don't always drop the F-bomb whenever I feel like it. If I wanted to, I could be like a sailor, but, you know, I'm mindful about other people's dispositions and all that. I do care about what other people think about me at first, but if I get to know you, maybe I'll be a little loose on the lips. You know, thinking about that sentence makes it weird. Don't make it weird. I just mean like casual talk and all that. You know, hanging with the lads, you don't give a shit about what everybody else is saying, or what everybody else is thinking. You feel me? Getting to know you, eh? You would be surprised to know not many people get to do that. Swearing is why I don't go outside. I don't know, Bagman. I think people would appreciate you no matter where you go. Ah, undershot it. The falling leaves drift by the window, as do I, at 90 miles per hour. Ugh. You tried your baka me best. Oh, daddy boy. New Year's Eve, I had like 8 shots. Oh, this is the start to a horrible or a great story, I can tell. Knowing Tony, probably both. Drunk Tony is very good at acting sober. Or regular Tony might act drunk all the time. You never know. People's perception of you can be very skewed. That's not saying you act like you're drunk all the time, Tony. You act very straight-headed for some, unlike most people I know. Level-headed, not straight-headed, level-headed. Okay. There we go. Who needs alcohol when you're high on life already? Am I right, my dude? Totally. Oh, shit. What, like a ruler? Nah, I just meant like level-headed. It's very rare that you meet people who have their shit together. Tony acts like it much better than most people I know. Like, I act like I got my shit together. A lot better than most people, I think. I swear to God, if I ever get my webtoon kicking off, I'm hiring you as my VA. Happy to do it. I mean, Tony, I don't think you've ever been around for my Shovel Knight streams. Ryan can attest to it if Ryan's still here. I do all the voices pretty much on point. Hell, I even have like, where is it? I have a... Alright, for the record, Tony, go back and watch the Shovel Knight streams. Yeah, I was talking about you, about Shovel Knight. I actually have a full direction list for every character in my Shovel Knight playthrough. Have this on the background? Okay. No worries. I'll try not to disturb you too much then. I grew up doing voices all the time. I was very bored as a child. And I was also a decent actor. No. Bring me into the random conversations. All right. I'll think about it. And I actually had a moment. I always recount this. Anytime somebody says, like, you should be a voice actor. Well, I got started at a very young age. Because I used to read to my parents. Specifically my mother and my brother. When I was little. Because I was always inspired by the Scholastic Kids videos. So I learned how to do crazy voices. I tried different things. Can I read you a bedtime story? I mean, I have, technically. Remember the spooky story stream? Technically, we did read a children's book during that. Teeny Tiny and the Wicked Witch. Although I don't think anybody's going to sleep after that story. I just can't drop my balls. Fair point. Very fair point, Tony. Like, there's anime protagonist, and then there's Sephiroth. Yeah. Donbe. Give in to the dark. There it is. I love how I said that, and it took a full solid 2 seconds for YouTube chat to catch up. You did? How'd you do that, detective? Come on. I'll let you in on a little secret. Frankie has clued me in about some lore that y'all don't know about. So maybe I will confirm nor deny, but let's see what your wild guess is while the bagman himself is here. Anyway. Yeah. So I did a bunch of quote-unquote voice acting when I was very young. I've never gotten into the indie circuit, mostly because I've had a lack of a recording environment to do it in. I feel like Frankie has no lore and he's just letting chat put it together. He's just a bag. No, there's lore. There is actual lore. Frankie has worked on it, and it's amazing. Bagman could be a poet. Bagman could be a fiction writer. He just doesn't let anybody know. Well, on the contrary, I have too much lore, basically. You know, given how long this is going and how many of you are here, I feel like I should just join VC and chat it out, but I don't know. It might ruin my concentration if there was any to begin with. Besides, I'd have to jerry-rig all sorts of things up. For my webtoon, what have you got in store? And just know that I am mostly shameless when it comes to most rules. There's very little that makes me uncomfortable when it comes to acting. I'm under the impression. Okay, just think. Stranger Things meets NCIS and Ace Attorney. I apologize for the background. Stranger Things meets NCIS and Ace Attorney. So this sounds like Hunter the Vigil, the webtoon. Undershot. I do like me some Eldritch Horror, not gonna lie. Did they say whatever took off his face? No idea, Sarge. There's no razor. There's no knife wounds. His face just got sucked clean off. Interesting. Shh. Frankie, don't let the intrusive thoughts win. Okay. Easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. I am a pure and holy bag. So, not according to character select, you're not. Felix Archer is a college-grade newsletter writer that was researching the paranormal when he wound up digging himself a little too deep and found his sister had gone missing. The plot thickens. Although I'm slightly concerned that you decided to drop that in a public chat. But good advertising, I guess, is well worth it. Like I always say, anytime you have a good plot or storyline, remember that copyright exists and none of us hold any copyright over what we make unless we register it. So always be careful about what you put on public access. Somebody might end up stealing your idea. But that's cool, Tony. It's got compelling characters, a MacGuffin. Yeah, register it. So there are copyright laws, there are regulations that have to be followed, and there we go. Most people know about Esme, who is literally a side character. Yeah. Copyright laws are very finicky. I had to learn a lot about them because I'm in the music industry, technically. And there are certain copyrights you have thanks to YouTube. Ow. Bone Mario. Yeah. I had to learn a lot about copyright stuff. And there are certain things that YouTube affords you, like you still get copyright protection. You get alerted whenever somebody tries to re-upload your own stuff. You can check it in the settings. And there are certain rights that you hold. There are certain rights I've seen on like people's beat pages. For those who don't know what beats are, essentially you can buy music loops from producers. And there are certain licenses you can get, like you can play it 100,000 times, you can play it 1,000,000 times, and then you have to renew the license. Or you can get a lifetime license, and what is it? You can get a lifetime license, and you essentially own all the rights. Guess I'm AFK farming. What's happening? We're back in the drain, baby. This is not good. As long as you have it in writing in some way, make sure to date it. It's yours as soon as the pen leaves the paper. At least in graphic design. Yeah. Like, signatures are very important. You want to make sure that there's, like, sample text on top of your art. Otherwise, it can get stolen. Like, I've done that with stuff I've uploaded to Twitter, for example. Like, the SNES overlay you see here. I uploaded this with the model attached to it, so nobody could try to steal it. Although, you can't really steal it with the marker with the socials there. I've also uploaded the SNES crypt with stuff that's been with sample text layered over it. There's ways you can protect yourself, but yeah, thievery like that has happened and will happen unless you take precautions. As for copyright, yeah, it's usually whoever owns the original copy of said document. With art, it can be a signature that's dated and notarized. With scripts, it can be intellectual property that's registered through lawyers and such. And with music, it's whoever holds the original recording. Like, take for example, Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift started out as a, if I recall correctly, a juvenile artist. And all of her music rights got shifted to family members or record labels. I forget which. So when she wanted to continue monetizing it, she tried to break away, but she lost the court case where she had claimed she had rights over her original recordings. So she was forced to make Taylor's version. I think I'm not doing this verbatim. I'm not doing this verbatim, but I do recall reading up on that case. So now there's old versions of the Taylor Swift songs out there that have been re-recorded by her, and they're all called Taylor's version. Don't mind me. Yeah. It's very important to know, especially if you want to go into the world of content creation. Like, especially game rights nowadays. Like, did you know that there are... So, okay, I think this mostly applies to corporations, but Capcom actually has various guidelines about how you can distribute their media. Specifically, story-based games like Resident Evil and Ace Attorney, you're technically not allowed to show the endings, puzzle solutions, but that's more or less if they can hold you accountable and remove your monetization. Like if you're part of a VTuber agency. Damn it. Alright. Remind me when we get to that section, if I don't remind myself, to just shut up and focus. I don't know if this applies to smaller streamers. I doubt it does. A little early on that, Dank. That's why you stream those games before monetization. True. With Kingdom Hearts, you're apparently allowed to stream the whole thing as long as you're not exclusively doing it to stream the OST. Interesting. Yeah, Square Enix, Capcom, they all got weird guidelines about how you can distribute their media. And anything with derivative works, including that media. Like, for example, Cover Core. Cover Core derivative works stipulate that you cannot, until recently, you can monetize the distribution of art based on their characters, but derivative, well, not, so artist alleys, right? They're unaffected. You can monetize distributions of their works, but you cannot take credit as original art. I think. I forget how it is, but essentially, in addition to sometimes being able to monetize derivative works, that's right. That's why I can't do it, but they can. Okay, so derivative works, right? Creative Artist Alley, take for example. Anybody who creates Hololive content is free to distribute it for profit, I think. You do have to be on good standing with the company, obviously. The art is mine, but the character isn't. Yeah. And then in addition, if you post it on Twitter, the talent in question has the right to use that art for thumbnails and such. Automatically. It can be used for company profit, but it can be used as thumbnail art, for example. Now that seems bullshit, but in fact yeah, they do credit the artist. But it's worked out in a very positive way because the Hololive community is very, like with ruse and thumbnails, yeah, exactly. But it's worked in a way where, because Hololive is also a talent of artists, a community of artists, it's fed back into their popularity to when now you've got people like Jazzjack getting commissioned by the Korean government for official merch pertaining to Hololive. So all of Jazzjack's stuff actually netted him a job. I don't actually know what Jazzjack is. But a lot of good has come from these, like, wanton use of fan art. However, when it comes to stuff like this model here, this is a creative work derivative of Hololive Color Corporation. In the derivative works, I cannot run a business using this model, which would be a YouTube channel, which would be receiving donations. Even if it was donations, I don't think it would hold up in court. So I've had to look at a bunch of copyright laws. I've done a lot of digging when it comes to this stuff. I know what that snicker means, Tony. But yeah, as long as I'm using this, like for example, if I ever did commission work for say another channel as a musician, I would not be able to use this face to reference what I did for them. I would instead send them over my logo and the guitar, like the guitar logo. And that would be my credit. Because I can stream with this model and not monetize it, and then I can still receive commission if I did that. But as Ricky T. Bones, separately from the model. It's nice to have a logo. It's a signature feature. So long as you create it yourself with inspiration from who you are, it's really cool. Only like 3 of you know what that chuckle means, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Yep, just a little inside joke we got going. Ah. I think my signature thing is Phantom's Art of Me. Oh yeah, the bone man hair bun. The man bun bone hair. The man bun bone. I guess would be a signature look. But you also got like your own art style. You could create a signature just for writing on stuff. Ow. What's the point of rolling the dice? I don't think good luck has ever been on my side when it comes to Jump King. Case in point. I know it's just something to do, but... Alright, tell you what. Maybe a little bit of good luck could go a long way here. Roll me even. I hope. Like, I don't even know what Tony's would be. If Tony has... Okay, which is Danger Town, USA. A lot of good that good luck did me. Okay, from downtown. Undershoots. Was it ever truly good luck? Well, I know you probably have a signature for, like, your art pieces. Dear God in heaven. And you've got your own avatar as your signature. Depends on who you are. I am impressed with how much progress we have lost in a matter of seconds. But that's just Jump King for you, ladies and germs. That's just Jump King. I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel like I share that signature trait too. Oh, hell yeah. First screen. Let's... Scream in sheer agony. Alright. You don't give up, you don't surrender, and you're not done until 3 hours are up, Ricky. You got this. Come on, I want to at least say turn around and win once. I looked at chat and started walking. Why did I do that to myself? Maybe the good luck is a fresh start. Maybe. Maybe. Chill gelatin, I guess. But then how would you... I mean, I guess a skull and jelly would be a good signature for that. What I mean by signature is like a logo. It's like being able to tell somebody exactly what you are in one glance is valuable. You know, it's like displaying a mannequin in a window. Weren't you the lot that started using gelatin instead of skeleton? You'll breeze through the beginning parts and be confident to do the later bits. I hope you're right, Ryan, because it don't look like that. It looks like I'm rusty on the earlier bits. Very rusty. Dank said gelatin, so you started saying it. Oh, wow. It was the other way around then. There we go. Just had to take a little bit of time to concentrate. And we're back where we started. Oh. Rust. See, this is the crew I'm gonna be fighting with later on next week. Next week, I should say. I have high hopes. And we're gonna try and do stealth at least one time. That will go over so well. Tony was just an abbreviated version of my nickname. Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with that. But see, when I set out to create a brand, like for my music, I had to pick something unique. And that was initially Cupo Joe, right? That name was picked because it was the only name that hadn't been taken on YouTube. It didn't make much sense. I loved coffee, and that was about it. That was my only character trait back then. Sweet Jemima's maple syrup, get me back up here. There we go. Bad. Almost worse. There we go. We're almost at the 2nd hour mark and we're back here, man. That is fatigue for you, man. I am realizing that it is tomorrow. And I'm realizing I shouldn't text in game. Alright, I gotta remember, if I'm reading chat, I stop moving. I just stop. That makes one of us, Phantom. I've seen the boss. It took her 3 streams. And then it took her 8 minutes somehow. I don't know how Calliope Mori does it. But she is a jump king among men and women. And anything in between. Happy Saturday, Tony. If you got somewhere to be tomorrow, I don't want to keep you. So if you gotta take it easy, go ahead. But where I was going with the whole signature thing, you know, I worked in retail a bit. I understand how important it is to be unique in that way. The absolute jump dad, yeah. Belief in you. I like that. Ugh, grand. Yeah, that was never gonna happen. Somehow, the later I stay up, the earlier I wake up, so I'm fine. Not that I have anything to do anyways. Just gotta drop by work and leave a couple things and grab your schedule. Nice. You'll be able to sleep in then. Lucky you. Me, I'm gonna be panic practicing for karaoke next week. I won't... I mean, do you want me to spoil the karaoke set list? Because I will spoil a couple that I have to work hard on. Bobo. That's one no. Well, I will say... If time is money, that doesn't mean ATMs are time machines. That's a question for the generation right now, though, isn't it? Pardon me. Rufus. Ah, okay, that's a nickname for Rufus. Alright, then I'll be vague about the karaoke set list. It is half whatever romance songs I could dig up out of my out of YouTube and out of my brain because I missed the Valentine's Day karaoke. It's got a little bit of rap in there. And some friggin' metal. I learned how to scream effectively to make the sound just right. I didn't learn Screamo, sadly. I tried, believe me, but it just never worked out properly. So I learned how to distort. I learned distortion at the very least, how to do it safely. Because before I was not doing it right. And my voice was sore for days afterwards. Nonsensical, lyrical. But I have not practiced the rapping. I've only practiced one of the rap songs. The other one I have not practiced at all, but I'm excited to try it because it's actually really fun. It even has rolled R's in the middle of it. Rufus goes boof instead of bork, so we'd call him Boofus, and that evolved into Bobo. Mind you, we've only had this dog for five-ish months. I get you. So, the genres you can expect. Short. The genres you can expect are love songs, because I missed Valentine's Day karaoke, which I regret deeply, but that's just how the times were at the time. And it's gonna be cheesy. Let me think, like, is there anything mega saucy? I don't know. I don't think so, but there is going to be a lot of meme ones because that was the only love songs I could think of. I'll let you guess which ones those might be. As for the rock songs, I will tell you now, it's going to be... Two of the songs are going to be Five Finger Death Punch, if I can swing it. I need to practice them, though. And that's what I was practicing distortion for. I just won't have doubled vocals, sadly. But yeah, I want to leave YouTube on a high note and one full of attitude and make up for the lost karaoke. I'm very tempted to just break out into song right here and now, but I shouldn't. Wait, did you say rap? Are you doing the whole entire Hypno Mic soundtrack? No. No, I'm not. I am doing some old school hip hop and 2000s rock rap. What's up, Dank? The entire Poke Rap. You know, that's not technically a rap, right? There's nothing rhyming about saying all the Pokemon one after the other. You're a loser, baby. Oh, wait, that's the wrong... I don't know what that song is. I've heard two songs that have loser in it. One of them's, I don't know where to go, I'm a loser, baby. Can't sing the rest of the song because it's YouTube. And then there's, I'm a loser. That's the Beatles. I have watched Has Been Hotel, I just haven't watched the Amazon version. I've also watched Hell of a Boss quite a bit, actually. You'd be surprised to know I'm actually into that sort of ultra-violent stuff. I know that's the one I need to watch. I've heard the voice cast is amazing, although sad that... What was his name? Ed something? All the voice casts got replaced from the pilot. It's to be expected, I guess, but at least they live on... Some of them live on in Amazing Circus. Ed Bosco, that's it. That's his name. Ed Bosco. Talented individual. Really knows how to distort his voice into so many different things. It's a contracting thing, yeah. Basically, they they have their pool of VAs they want to use. And these are all, like, small-time video game and YouTube voice actors. DM inbound? Okay, I'll have a look in my phone in a second. I'm learning Minesweeper by gambling. Roblox is one hell of a drug. Whoa. That is one intense looking skeleton I see in the DM. How did you know? You mentioned Roblox earlier and gambling, and I had to assume you've never left the casino to begin with. I'm a snoop like that, you know? I keep an eye on the details. 156 remaining in the second quarter. I can be sometimes. Legit, I have this really bad habit of, like... Okay, so I've described this as the Columbo mindset, right? Wasn't Ricky T-Bones a detective? Correct. In the original music short I did with him as a character instead of a person, Ricky T-Bones was Ricky T-Bones PI. Same with the MFL streams. He was still a private investigator. He just got woken up from his grave a little too early. Technically not correct lore for the Deadheads, by the way. Deadheads in MFL are actually not dead. Okay, let's get into the MFL lore, shall we? So, just a preface, Mutant Football League does have lore. Also, I will say, nice art dank, very nice. Signature looks cool too. It's kind of like mine, although I struggle with the skull a lot. MFL has lore. Ah, damn it. Okay. Mutant Football League has lore. You can look it up. It's even in the manual. Essentially, all the races in the game come from Earth becoming a superheated wasteland of nuclear war. Like most things. And when push came to shove, the American government decided, okay, you know what? We need death row. We need to continue fighting and fighting and fighting. And then, out of frickin' nowhere, aliens drop in and be like, hi, we got a bunch of criminal aliens we don't want to keep on our planets. We're going to colonize them with yours. So the U.S. government is like, oh shit, we need giant fighting robots to fight them off. We're going to send out an entire death squad. And death squad turns on the U.S. government, turns it to ash, and now there's nothing left but humans straddling the earth, trying to suck it for all its resources. So the Micro Hard Corporation comes to super being. They become a super corporation, as does Monsatan Industries. And now the world is screwed over. So once the world is basically ended and done for, all the humans decide to take up tribal situations and go to each part of the U.S. The South becomes a political mess that I won't get into, but let's just say there are all the monster orcs are hella conservative. To the West, everybody has decided to go into die-hard dietary means and become literal skeletons because they want to keep on that keto diet. On the eastern side, I think it's mostly super mutants, and they're just all vying for supremacy. The criminal aliens, as described, are just literally people getting dropped off because they don't want to take care of them anymore. The robots used to be death robots, and they signed an agreement, and now every war, I repeat, every war in the Mutant Football League world is fought on the gridiron. What you see on screen is not a sport. It is a all-out warfare vying for supremacy. And it's all fought by mega corporations. So in other words, it's basically an exact replica of the NFL. There you go. That's the MFO lore wrapped up nicely. And now it is time for our second break of the night. Uno mas DM. Ooh, boy. Maybe like the Purge, basically, yeah. It's fun. If you, like, go to the Mutant Football League wiki and just give yourself an hour, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Ooh. Cool. I like the concept. Alright. Second break of the night, everybody. This is your last bathroom break, so I advise you to take it. Also, grab some water if you can. As I inhale some invisible water. I think I just got that. But just to be sure, tell me the whole thing over again because I wasn't listening. Alright. In a nutshell. Earth is in a total state of war. Civil war, to be exact. The US government decides, okay, we are in war, we are in nuclear fallout, we're fighting amongst ourselves, and everybody's dying of inflation because mega corporations have taken over the world, and then, oh gee God in heaven, aliens! We need robots. The robots are trying to kill us. Shit. Okay, well let's keep on going, and then nothing's left. Everybody's become tribal. To the west, you got deadheads because they were too obsessed with their bodies and trying to stay thin to the point where they are now just skeletons with eyeballs. On the right, you have super mutants and superhumans that are all vying for supremacy along the East Coast. Florida men are probably more able to stick with it. In the South, you have the super orcs, which have become mega conservative and utter assholes. What is it? Monster orcs, that's it. And to the north, I'm sure somehow the aliens invaded through there. But, long story short, the world is screwed over, and the only way anybody does battle is through the super corporations and their game of Mutant Football League. Every match you see on the MFL on Evil SN is just a monetized war. There you go. That's your MFL lore, and I will take a break. I suggest you all do the same. All right, posture check, hydration check, take a sip, take a break, do a little bit of stretch. One arm, the other arm, your back. Shrimp check. Yes, that means you, Phantom. And possibly Frankie. All right. We have one more hour. We have barely made it past. We didn't make it past Bargenberg. Spine is always curved. Yeah. Oh, this is probably not the run, ladies and germs. But we're gonna try our best. Anyway, so we were talking about MFO lore. That's not something you want to be proud of, Dank. But you being an artist, I can understand why that is. Okay. Let's see if we can get to Bargenberg on a wing and a prayer here. Damn! Well, look at that. A little sip of water, a little bit of a stretch, and we are friggin' blazing at the speed of sound. You had to open your big mouth, Ricky. Never be confident. Like Callie always says, the game is listening. The game can hear you. It's just sentient. Tony has the power of garlic bread, I have the power of cookies, and you have the power of coffee. I wish coffee was a power. In reality, it's just a... It's more or less a crux. It's just like any other chemical substance you use. It has its drawbacks and its benefits. I think my life would probably be a lot better if I didn't become addicted to coffee. Yummy nom foods. That is true. But at the same time, I enjoy the taste, so, you know. Just lump it in there with the pizza. Same, but I love it so... Exactly, Bagman. It's just too good. It's too tasty to pass up. Which is weird to most people. I understand that. But bitters are my best friend. Fight me. Meteorite landed right on my village. What the hell are you playing, Ryan? And where can I get some of that? This sounds like something very interesting. Terraria? Ah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Alright, that one's pretty sweet, actually, not gonna lie. You gotta treat it like coffee like a woman. Wake up every morning to see it. I think that's sweet, I'm not sure. Does that count as a compliment? Overshot. Alright. Not great. Even worse. Didn't know you were aware of Terraria. I actually do have it, but it's not really my jam. Like, games like that, I understand the appeal, but I don't know. In my older age, I found less time available for grinding. And less patience, for that matter. Like, it's kind of the reason... where was I going with that? Where in the hell was I going? Which sale in Macy's was I thinking about there? Yeah, like, I find it hard to make time for the new Pokemon games for that matter. I love Pokemon. I used to play it all the time, but oh, for God's sake. My mind has not been on the grind for a while now. From what I've heard, yes. Like, Pokemon took an MMO shift with the latest one, right? It had mounts, it had customization, it had meaningless mini games that barely do anything. Like the sandwiches. I mean, it's fun. But, you know, I come from an era where it was like, you have potions, maybe X attack. Hey, minigames are fun. Also, I finished cleaning up the meteorite. Please? Oh, thank God. See, technically, that's an automatic hit if you do it right. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just not part of my nature to be a grinder anymore. Like, I enjoyed Borderlands back in the day, but now? Oh, come on, I did not freeze. Really? Check, check. 1, 2. How are we looking? As I continue to suffer. We're back? Okay, excellent. Anyway, I was just saying... I don't know. Like, Final Fantasy specifically. Final Fantasy 14. I understand it. I understand enjoying seeing all the little stats line up, but it's like those numbers to me count as seconds or hours even of my life just put into that little bar going all the way up. I don't know. Maybe I'm just conditioned out of that, but I've got big picture syndrome when it comes to MMOs like that. Like, WoW, right? World of Warcraft? God bless. It's not about the numbers, it's about the soul-crushing story. See, that's another thing. I couldn't get into WoW because... I think I've mentioned this before, even. I couldn't get into WoW because I couldn't buy into the fact that I was the chosen one among 4 million other chosen ones. Sitting in on the Grand Council of the war against the Dead Elves, or whatever have you. Oh, blimey, hell. This is bad. That's what I get for talking smack about WoW. I don't know. Like, if I want story, right, I would play a single-player game. But it doesn't make sense when it's like an MMO full of players and pieces and all that. Final Fantasy specifically lets you know that everyone is special. Oh, wonderful. No suspension of disbelief there. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I had friends that were like, you know, were waiting for me to go on raids with them. But I never felt like I could really enjoy the story in Final Fantasy. Which is weird because that's the reason I play Yakuza. I forgot, we were talking about Yakuza brain rot. At some point. So, let's get this out of the way. Yakuza 0. I finished it. I didn't complete it. I kind of skipped over the minigames, which I regret now because I've gotten the game to a point where I can't go back and play those minigames. But, you know, I don't have that much time to begin with. I've been losing time because of YouTube, and I can only play Yakuza 0 at night for reasons that are very clear to everybody on the internet. So there's not much time I get to play good story-based games like that. Yeah, see, it's an okay co-op experience, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, I never got into MOBAs because of that either, because it was just like, you could literally replace it with a spreadsheet and it'd just be as exciting. Okay, we have this amount of heroes. Everybody's going for this. We are going to strategize to go to the center, pick up the boon, and we have our DPS going middle lane because he can strengthen there. You know, it's a lot of numbers, man. Like, you could take a calculator, combine everybody's battle power statistics, and the only reason it would ever change is because of player input. And you do that several times. Okay, Devil's Advocate, that's also sports. I guess? I don't know. I don't know why we got on this topic, actually. Anyway. Pokemon Unite, now that I think about it, it was okay, but only because I was doing it with friends. Maybe that's the same for sports, I don't know. I don't know. Alright, topic change. Do they not make the same plays but conditioned to player input? Not necessarily. So, you would be surprised to know that every team has a different playbook. Actually. With and without friends. That's why I started losing my sanity trying to rank up. I don't get it, man. Why would you do something so much that you hate? Like, let me be real, as I continue to do this that I supposedly hate. I'm playing Jump King, and I'm not having a bad time. I'm actually having a good time just doing something with my hands. Like, this is visual progress that is regressing and progressing. Fun with people you know, making up your own tale along the way, I guess. Yeah, that's the Final Fantasy experience I've heard about. Is that people make tales and like to draw their OCs and stuff. Maybe it's just a form of self-expression, I don't know. Like, technically, you could probably say the same thing about Payday 2. It's just the same thing over and over again. You're trying to rob virtual places with your friends using guns that shoot bullets. I don't know. Maybe that's the stretch. I think Payday 2 is much more conducive to having tales of terror. Like, I always recount, whenever I think of Shadow Raid, which is a stealth-only mission in Payday 2, I always remember the time me and a buddy tried to do it, and I had just rebound my keys. And so when I went to go mark a camera, I accidentally pulled the pin on a grenade and alerted the entire complex to our presence. Do I think marching band is a sport? I mean, you do it for competition, so I'd say so. Okay. Easy does it. Okay. Overshoot it. Don't worry about it. There we go. If you can do it for competition, I think it's a sport. Oof. Just like esports, you know. People compete against each other. Help. Because of Twitch rivals, Jump King is technically an esport. Speedrunning is an esport. There are teams, logos, designs, brands, sponsorships. Ah. So game tournaments is a sport? Abso-friggin-lutely. Have you never seen, like, take DreamHack, for example. CSGO is a sport, technically. League of Legends. Valorant. Those are all considered sports. Maybe not athletic sports, but sports nonetheless. Ah, sweet cherry goodness. The definition of sport has become very loose as of late. It doesn't have to be athletic anymore. It can also be chess. It can also be card games. It can also be pool. As long as you can wear a jersey, I consider it a sport. Splatoons, Smash tournaments, yeah, those are all sports. But they're only sports when they're official, from what I understand. Like, if they're officially recognized as tournaments. Overshot it again. League is less a sport and more an underground cage match. I guess, yeah. Especially if you go to the Korean servers, from what I've heard. I've heard, there's a VTuber named Momo Otako, who has experience in the Korean servers for League of Legends, and they are vitriolic as hell, or they used to be, before League instantiated a bunch of measures against toxicity. I have never been more scared than observing League, yeah. They play it in tournaments, so yeah, I guess it's sport. I don't know, man. You'd have to look up the definition of sport. Don't turn to me. I'm just a random skeleton on the internet. I'm not Ask Jeeves. I'm not Wikipedia. I'm just giving my 2 cents. But yeah. Words get outdated nowadays. Very, very true, actually. There's a whole... Like, I think I was explaining this actually in another chat. Reyna's. The term hillbilly used to be specifically for people from Appalachia in the United States. Nowadays, it's a catch-all term to use on anybody who is from the South or has a Southern type accent. A thick one at that. However, other adjectives applicable could also be hick, country boy, cowboy, you know, it's... Everybody plays it fast and loose these days with language. And not many people know their original meanings these days. Back in my day, sports were where legends made their names, such as LeBron James, who is still somehow around, and in the newest Space Jam movie, which I found out recently. That dude will never retire if he sees fit. I don't know why the man wouldn't finally quit. Basketball is a extremely tough sport, and this is from somebody who tried it as a kid. Basketball takes a heavy toll on you, and I'm surprised LeBron has stayed in as long as he has. It is always constantly moving. There's barely any need to bench your best players. And it's nothing but threes nowadays, which is ridiculous. Not everybody goes for the dunks anymore. It's a scoring game. Okay. No good. Okay. Come on, get me up there. Nope. No dice. Now, I wasn't any good at the basketball game, mind you. I was not balling. Maybe I won. No, never. Never. I don't think I was ever good at the sport because of my my lack of breath all the time. I even tried to go to a court I want to say 2023. And I couldn't keep up with them. I maybe stayed in that game for like 5 minutes, and now I was like, y'all have fun. My lungs, they refuse to hold air. I do enjoy shooting though. Like just practicing that. Not like firearms, although I have done that before. I mean like shooting hoops. My muscle memory is actually very good. To the point where I like casually make weird shots with my phone onto my bed. My muscle memory is very good. I've yet to throw a football though. That does take finesse. Okay. Still overshooting it. Which is kind of why I feel like I could inevitably finally beat Jump King if I gave it more forethought. Like now. Eat your words, Bone Man. They're good for you. Okay. 40 minutes left. Why did I decide to MC right there? Still alive. Okay. No good. Ugh. I just wish I knew how to play defense in basketball. Basketball is a non-contact sport, so you kind of like have to hover over everybody. I don't know exactly how defense works in basketball. I think everybody's basically just given up on it at this point because they got people like Wembanyama at like 6, an incredible 7 something or 6 something. I don't remember. We're just like, yeah, I can shoot over you from no matter who's in front of me. I'm good. Yours are still in tune with the notes and pitches. Well, good for you. I think I heard something about, like, you were transcribing stuff. Final drawing of the day, DM inbound. I will take a look in a minute. As soon as I get somewhere. Damn it! Timmy! Oh yeah, the Yakuza brain rot is setting in. I think I might play it after this. Honestly. Which, by the way, that will never be a streamed game. Much as I love that franchise, it's just a little too raw for my tastes. It's like trying to watch CS. It's like having a CSI Miami or Lucifer watch along. It's just too raw, man. I applaud those who decide to tackle it, but for me, I think with how free access YouTube is, you can go watch somebody else play it. I am not for the bay. Alright, let me have a look at my Discord real quick. That reminds me of Lord Death. Cool. Very nice, Tank. Thank you. I'm tired. These 3 hours have been 4 freaking ever, man. If you're tired, Dank, feel free to drop out, okay? I don't want anybody losing sleep over this too much. It's just a game. I'll still be on Twitch. We got the karaoke on Tuesday next week. I knew that was gonna happen. Dank, I will heartily tell you, don't do that. If there's one thing I have taken from one of my old retail buddies, it's that you do not want to be like me. The way I operate, the way I work, the way I am is not healthy. Being like a streamer is not healthy. I have bags under my eyes. I have sleep issues. I have a tiny bit of anxiety on top of all that. And I just fell 3 screens. So do you really want to be like me? Really, you don't want to be like me. La la la. La la la. La la la. I'm breaking forbidden knowledge rule. La la la. Frankie is a bag man, not bags, plural. If I had Frankie Bagmans under my eyes, I would be screaming in terror. But yeah, you don't want to be like me. I stay up until 5 a.m. for no good reason. I have stayed up all night and all day for work. I have spent countless hours staring at a computer screen, editing stuff, drawing stuff. 12 to 1. That's good. Keep it that way. Because when you don't get to see the sunlight, it takes a little bit from you. You don't get to interact with the world. You don't get to have fun outside. And mind you, I didn't go out much because I never had enough money. Yeah, it's good to have rest for your brain and then for your art. Yeah, dank, please. 2 days in a row. It's not healthy to do that. Because let's talk some medical facts here. The longer you stay up... Well, Frankie's a little different. Frankie's translucent. And a vampire. So, you know, sun, not no bueno for Bagman here. Frankie would actually, like, character aside, Frankie, from what I understand, would actually burn up without covering up properly. And I've met people like that before. I had a friend who was a redhead, Irish descent, and he had skin so pale, you'd swear the man was a walking corpse. And we went through downtown Dallas. This was during that Dallas trip. And he got sunburned. He got sunburnt, and me and my brother, being the fair-skinned individuals we are, were just like, how the fuck did you do that? And the answer was, he just doesn't have enough pigmentation in the skin. So some people do not do well in the sun. Frankie is one of them, and I completely understand. But it's not good to miss out on the day for a number of reasons. It's not good to be somebody like me who is unhealthily obsessed with getting stuff done. So if you can avoid, you know, staying up late nights, you should. Until midnight. Yeah. Try to keep it to that, because down the line, when you have to wake up early for work, you're gonna long for the days where you had a normal sleep schedule. Like Tony probably understands all too well, there are moments when I've had a job where they call me in for a morning shift right after closing at 2 a.m. or 12 a.m. So I have to be up. I only get to sleep 6 hours, and then I have to stay up for another 8-hour shift. You're gonna miss the days when you got to choose your own schedule. So don't stay up on my accord. You got it? I always say, I used to say, what was it? You're no good to anybody dead. That used to be my mantra. You know, and then why include me in? Well, you're a dead guy. How does that factor in? And the answer is, I'm a bit of a cautionary tale. I should be getting more sleep, and because I don't, I stay up most nights, overly excited, I drink way too much caffeine, and I get obsessive over stuff. So like the song goes, you don't really, but really you don't want to be like me. Artists are not healthy by design. We've got quirky stuff about us that makes us who we are. Don't do as I say, don't do as I do as I say, yeah. And I know you're an artist, Dank, but there are healthier ways to treat yourself. But I do this because that's just what I've become built for. I've become built for ignoring my limits, dealing with stressful situations, and now I get to stay up rather late and entertain y'all because I enjoy making people laugh. And that's become a very big part of who I am as an entertainer. I make the sacrifice because nobody else should. A workaholic? Yeah, that's a curse. Being a workaholic means you never quit. Okay. Take dear old dad, for example, Calliope Mori. The way her mind works, if I had to guess, she's really never going to be satisfied with what she does, no matter how much she does it. That's a very sad way to live, and I don't encourage it, but it's a part of the perfectionist mentality. Yeah, I think I know how to do this. My brother has it, I have it, and it's not a healthy habit to have. But hey, look at that! We actually made it to a new screen. Where do we go from here, though? No, thank you. Crayons aren't to my taste. Meep. Guessing I have to go to the right based on cruelty standards. Or not. Okay then, let's try the left. Yep. Nope. So probably... I get it now. Oh, this is stupid. This is stupid. There we go. Okay. Yep. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? Looks to be that way. Absolutely. And we were almost back for a second there. Oh, cruelty, thy name is Jump King. It's alright. It's alright. Nutella. Oh, my upper back is feeling it. Let's take a quick stretch. Nice. Okay, easy does it. Measure it out. Measure thrice. Cut once. Ah, the short hop was a little too... Ah, nope. Oh, no. Don't tilt. Don't tilt. Okay. Overshoots. And... we're back in the sewer. Where we belong. Okay. Drat. 25 minutes left on the clock. And then we call it a night. Also, I realize I think I know Dank might be on PST. So we're basically at 10 p.m. for all y'all on the West Coast. I guess this isn't cutting in too bad. But say for somebody like Tony, it's currently 1 a.m. Yeah, you have the same time as Phantom, yeah. So this isn't terrible, but for me, it's midnight. I'm pulling extra hours tonight. You think about that jump next time, Ricky. You think about it. I'm also out of subject material. This is not good. This is officially going to Calliope Mori territory, where she just starts talking about random things on the map. Ah, that would be a better place to start from. Okay. That's a safety. Good to know. Yeah, see, that's why you don't push yourself. It's not healthy. But people do it every day, like healthcare workers, for example. Healthcare workers, police officers, they all basically become their jobs. Like, doctors, for example, take residency in hospitals. They don't leave sometimes. They just nap for like 2 hours. Maybe even 3 if they're lucky. And then there's the 24-hour diners, employing people that have like stay up all night. Places like food stores employ a night shift crew to clean up. It's crazy. It's crazy how little people take care of themselves. I'm not helping much. Being up as late as I am most times. But that's because I got an obsession with creativity. It's a curse and a blessing, and it's nice to have ways to get it out where it's beneficial to others. Many things on my shoulder. Work, commissions, game events, tournaments, art, animations. I might be a skeleton with a lot of time on my hands, but it's a lot to do every single day. Hell if I know what your life is like, Dank. But I don't know. I should probably drop the subject. I don't think I'm helping anybody by talking about this stuff. It's interesting, but it's also slightly depressing. It's just where my head's at 12 midnight, I guess. Your streams are good for those who are not having a good night. I take that as a compliment. That's good to know, because it's amazing what one can do with very little brain power. Like, I felt like I was on autopilot the last couple streams, but he also had a good time. So that means it was worth it. 'Tis the life of the entertainer. All for the theater and all that. No, the term is our lives for the theater. Shit! Only thing getting me through my work is you guys. I have you, Phantom, Frankie on the background. Just hearing at least a little bit of your voice with a hint of a joke will make me smile and laugh. Where it's so easy. Where it's as easy as we make it out to be. Okay. Oi! That was too close. Alright, safe. There we go. I am looking forward to my Easter break, though. It's not that y'all aren't fantastic individuals. It's that an introvert like myself does need time away to recharge. I found that out the hard way working in retail. I worked a almost 5-day shift once. Nearly buckled. I buckled under because of it. Okay. If you want to win this game, get Mario. He has the title. He's not the title. Wait, what? I think you typed that out weird. Rest for the Ricky. Yep. These old bones need better treatment. Okay. And 2. Big 3. Mario has the title of Jumpman, so call him to help. And then there's Mega Man, who is Jump and Shoot Man. And then there's Peppino, who is Jump, Shoot, and Phantom's secret boyfriend. Quote unquote, I'm the secret. Oh boy. I'm gonna get an earful for that one. Okay, there we go. And then there's John Metroid, for the love of my life. Yeah. Alright. Coming up on the last 18 minutes. I will get... Oh my god! Keep it behind doors, Phantom, for God's sakes. There are people watching this chat right now. Whatever. Lovers do as lovers do, I guess. Alright. Damn it. Nope, that was reflexive, and I absolutely deserve that. My brain is turning into cat food right now. It's mush. With little bits of fish and turkey in it. Whew. Said last start of the night, but... I have a feeling there's another art drop, and it's about to happen. You know, speaking of art, I was thinking about, like, doing a rush job like I did for the MFL overlay on a full sprite sheet of just, like, replacing Jump King's helmet with a skull. But then I looked at the sprite sheet and I was like, yeah, that ain't happening anytime soon. There's at least 50 in various poses that I would have to figure out and draw. And I thought, yeah, you know what? 3 hours isn't enough time for that. And I couldn't even figure out how to do reskins anyway. But it does give me ideas for the future. I don't know. Nah, there's no way I could mod Mega Man X, right? Nah. I will say though, there was a time where I thought about implementing Richard E.B.'s music into Pizza Tower, but now that P rank runs are over and done with, sorta. At least on the Fritz for now. It's not really a concern of mine. Besides, I don't think it would even loop right anyway. It doesn't need a loop. It doesn't need a loop technically, does it? I wasn't thinking. Okay. We're gonna end this stream in the green, aren't we? I will do my damnedest to not let that happen. The game can hear you. The game can hear you. What have I not learned from dear old dad, Calliope Mori? The game can hear you. I'm losing it! "15 more minutes and then I can clock out. Just like in retail." Hey Ricky, even though there's a low chance of you complete the game in this stream, do you think you'll be able to beat this off stream? Would be a banger tweet. Nah. I'd say there's a 20% chance of me beating this game off stream. I could try it once in a while, but I don't think I have like the patience and the ability to like measure out to beat this game. There's just moments like that where you have to be you're one pixel off. And maybe in my aged form I don't have that precision anymore. But you never know. I mean, I know a certain somebody is my age and they managed to do it. I won't say who, but there's hope for me yet. This entire game has been completed in 8 minutes before. That's how easy it is, technically. But you have to be precise. You have to be measured. You have to be experienced. Practice. And that's just not me for a game like this. Like I said before, the grind set has never been my mindset. Maybe once upon a time when I had more time on my hands, but now there's so many games to play. Why would I want to spend my lifetime on becoming the best Jump King speedrunner there ever was? I'd rather be a master of none that sees the world rather than being a cloistered monk who only knows of the Shaolin ways. You get me? I'm tired of doing one thing at a time for long periods of time. That goes in a lot into what I do as a streamer and what I do as an individual. Avatar Aang. Something like that. Yeah, I could never... Aside from music, right? I could never dedicate my life to one thing entirely. Maybe to an individual, sure, but... Yeah, it's the great thing about some horror games. A lot of them are short. True. However, I am... Okay, let's be real about my case with horror games. Hispanic heritage, right? You're raised to respect the dead. And that includes you're raised to respect and know that the dead are always watching. And so that fear does sometimes translate to horror games. And being in a spooky old wooden house doesn't help either. So, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but horror stuff just frightens me. Frightens the ever-living bejesus out of me. Maybe it's just because I'm a jumpy individual. Maybe I'm just because I'm fueled on caffeine 24/7, but I can't handle horror games. Some which I find intriguing. They're okay. But most of the time, I'm no good with jump scares. Not in the slightest. Let's see. Which is weird because I enjoy watching slasher flicks. Like Halloween, Friday the 13th, sometimes The Thing. Those are all interesting movies for me to watch. The Grudge? No. I could never watch that. Nah, you're good, Crafty. You played Don't Scream because my friend bet I couldn't make it to the end without screaming. Did you win that bet? Brave Bones? Well, either way, you could lie on the internet if you wanted to. I'll take that as truth. I don't get it, man. Like, there's entire VTubers dedicated to horror games. Just show them how well you did in Left 4 Dead 2, Phantom. You were screaming non-stop. Hell, tell them you have a resume of not being able to deal with horror games. Or maybe that's part of the content, you know? They want somebody who can't handle their syrup. Their scariness. It can be fun. It can be fun to be the brave one. Up to you. I mean, if you can survive it, then sure, by all means, go have some fun, but you know, you shouldn't necessarily do things you're uncomfortable with. Otherwise, you know, then you're gonna force them to stop the stream early because you're too scared to go on. Holy shit, I made that jump. Holy shit, I made that jump. Well, okay then. This is going alright. Trying to say game's name. What a mild horror game that is a roguelike, and stealthy. Horror game, roguelite, and stealthy. That sounds like Gloomwood. Or Blood West. I did look at those games. Those look fun. But some of the character designs are a bit, how we should say, interesting. I do keep my eyes on the Steam sales, though. Eck. I don't know. A stealthy kind of like weapon in hand horror game? That sounds okay, I guess. That was nonsense. Are you joking me? Okay. That's fine. I feel like I had that. But, you know, this is Jump King. There is no mercy. Only up and down. And how long you can stay up. You're telling me that's not a short hop? Okay. Ah. Oh, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and then we can call it a night. Ah. Ugh. I enjoy this game. Somewhat. Now, not so much. I feel as though those flowers have been growing with every time I hit the floor. And my tears seep out of my helmet. I'm joking, of course. Skeletons can't cry. We all know this. Sometimes. You could do it. 5 minutes speedrun. Fuck's sake. I would rather be racing in Pizza Tower and losing against you than doing this right now. Playing it backwards would mean going back to the start and calling it a stream. Well, there you have it. Falling Simulator, everybody. Only down. I could see that as like a speedrun idea, though. That'd be funny. Like, the speedrun is make it to the top and then all the way back down. That'd be stupid. That'd be really stupid. That'd be like a Chad move in the literal sense. Yeah, I didn't think that one through. If you had air control, I think we would make it at least halfway through this game. I mean, we did technically. Past Bargenberg is the halfway point, if I recall correctly. Yeah, because then... Yeah, I think past Bargenberg, we were at the halfway point. Because then it's like... It's the towers, then Smoky, then the snowtops, then the church, I think. The cathedral. And then from there it's the Tower of Terror. If I'm recalling correctly. And then the Babe. So realistically, in one stream, we made it to the halfway point and then fell. But I'm getting impatient now. Clock's ticking down. This game is short, technically. Yes. You are the only reason this is taking forever. Which is why it's infuriating sometimes. And the game mocks you. Just like Dark Souls. You are the only reason you're doing bad. The game is just a challenge. Get good, scrub. I knew it. That is the sleep rage activation word for Frankie. I could say it in any day, shape, or form. Off stream, on stream, and Frankie will still shudder. Even if not knowing why, he knows why. It's because of Dark Souls. Oh, man. I can see the light. It's off in the horizon. 1 minute, 40 seconds left to go. Dark Souls calls to me like a toxic lover, and yet you continue to play it. Frankie! She doesn't deserve you, man. Gotta do a New Year's sort of countdown. Well, it's about to start. She's cruel, but she's a beauty. My thoughts exactly. Alright, last minute. How far can I get? I reckon no further than the sewers. 50 seconds. 45. 40. 30. 20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 hours. 3 hours of Jump King as atonement for ruining, as not being able to get Killer Instinct Remix working. Oh. Exactly the same place you left it. Alright. I've done my due diligence. 420 falls. Oh, God. My life is but a cruel joke, as always. I feel so tired. Nice. I did great. I don't feel great, but okay. Okay. I did go pretty far, yeah. Well, I guess that's where we'll call it tonight. I feel like there's something more I should do, but 3 hours of Jump King was plenty, I think. Like, I feel like I should just pull a Phantom and shift immediately into, like, Smash or something. I'm joking, of course. I can't play Smash on stream. Nothing else except prepare for the karaoke on Tuesday. That's all I should be doing. Conserving my voice, practicing, and getting ready for the final stream on YouTube. I'm gonna do something experimental tonight. Or I should say tomorrow. Just 6 hour because... Oh my God. Yeah, panic practice indeed. So... I will say... Once we make the switch to Twitch, I'll be able to start more series, I'll be able to relax a lot more, and I'll be able to take it easy and work on creative projects on the side, so I'm looking forward to it. But I am going to do some experimenting tonight, or I should say tomorrow. I'm going to put up the karaoke stream early, like the full 3-day wait. And if y'all want to catch it live and not lose it in your sub box, there is a way for YouTube to notify you when I go live. Some of you might have used it, but it's the good old-fashioned notification bell? No, not that. That's something else entirely. Is that one revealed? No. I'm saving it for, I'm saving the new background for just chatting, until we hit Twitch. That's when I'll show it off. And April 2nd will be an introductory stream where I talk about like plans for the channel, what I do, for anybody who's just tuning in on Twitch. That's what that'll be for. But... And now you hit the wrong button next time we show it. It's not integrated just yet. I have yet to put it into the scene. And I'm not going to put it in until we hit Twitch, so... Next time you see me, I'll be using the old background one last time, singing my heart out, using that shitty backdrop of curtains, and calling it quits on YouTube. Moving over to Twitch. And then it's more like I call it quits on YouTube and take a break. But with that being said, I've gaffed on long enough. I'm leaving YouTube, not leaving you, Dank. YouTube is the one that screwed me over, not you. Shut your mouth, big man! I don't need PTSD right now! But with that being said, thank you for watching the last gameplay stream by Ricky T. Bones on YouTube. Assuming I don't get kicked back here because of some Twitch bullshittery. Still posting music here. Yep, absolutely. Maybe even videos. Now that I'll have more free time. But I'm going to set up the stream for the karaoke. And if y'all don't want to lose track of it, I will send a reminder on the day of course. You can also add it. You can also turn on notifications for when it goes live. And that waiting room will be up until the day of, obviously. So I'll see you until then. Y'all have a nice weekend. I'm going to go rest my weary bones and look at him, world. You know what? Just for you, Ryan, I'll read it out loud one more time. Look at him, world. He's the picture of perfection. Combo completion. A flawless food and points collection. Perfect muscle memory has given him a massive, gleaming S. And with no background, you can clip that perfectly to reuse whenever you like. I will see you, y'all. Mañana, mañana, mañana. Mañana, 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 mañana. And as always, memento vivere, memento mori, and enjoy writing your life story. Pleasant dreams, everybody.